women are very quick to divorce, and women initiate like 70-80% of divorces because women think my happiness overrides everything, when in reality you're supposed to stay in a marriage for duty, not because you know, of your happiness. And that's another thing that my mom warned me about. She said as soon as things like, if your girl's not happy, she's gonna leave you. Like, Western women tend to have this ideal where I'm not happy, I'm gonna do what's right for me, I'm gonna just leave. Whereas like women from other cultures are like, oh, I'm gonna stick through you through thick and thin because it is what it is.
Women in your culture are like that?
Yeah.
Our final divorce papers last week, and I just got notified today that the lawyer sent the papers to the court today to be signed by the judge. Everybody keeps thinking that I'm handling this divorce so well, and I'm not. I'm not okay. Next week would have been our 9-year anniversary. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. I didn't want this. I never wanted this. And it hurts and it sucks, and I'm not okay.
The contemporary American woman has lost her traditional appeal. Embracing a transformed image, she opts for short hair, tattoos, jeans, Jeeps, smoking cigarettes, beer drinking, weight gain, profanity, and even relationships with other women. The lamentation is that women now discard men as easily as disposing of a used tampon. Described as a guy with breasts, the 21st century American woman offers little of value. There's a sense of sorrow for the current generation, and a quote is recalled: "Marriage with children is the end of life as we know it." This video is a critique of feminism, focusing on Americanized women, particularly those in the United States and Western Europe, and how men are increasingly disillusioned with the prospect of marriage with Western women. The landscape of dating and marriage has undergone significant changes, and divorces can often be foreseen well in advance. This video, however, won't delve into predicting imminent divorces. Instead, it will explore the principles of marriage and dating. I once received the advice, "Love them where you find them, and leave them where you loved them." Initially perplexed, I sought clarification, but all I got was a wink and a beer. Left to ponder, I began to contemplate the essence of love.
What is the most romantic thing a man can do for a woman, and what's the most romantic thing a woman can do for a man?
Okay, so I'd say the most romantic thing, I'll just use my own marriage, for instance. Obviously, for a woman being able to cook and clean, but I'll give some more specific examples like what I do. I wake my husband up with a massage and coffee every single morning, and every single night I'm scratching his scalp and like giving him a back massage until he falls asleep. It's important that he falls asleep first. And I would say something that's romantic that he does for me, well, since I do all of the cooking, it's nice when he takes me out for dinner because it's like a little break and it's just special. And then also even just while we're here in Miami, he's kind of like my little bodyguard, like making sure if there's any men walking by, he just like puts his arm around me and just making sure that I'm protected. That's it's really romantic, and that's something that a woman could never do for a man.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Love it.
I like it.
You are blessed.
I think a lot of women should really take heed to what you're saying.
Facts.
It's really, really
Some
great
very
stuff.
good points. Both you guys.
Yeah.
True love, the kind that is unconditional and everlasting, serves as the purpose of life. It involves profound care, treating the other as more important than oneself. Marrying your soulmate becomes a powerful expression of this love. In such a union, you coexist with your best friend, confidant, partner, and the person you cherish above all else, your life companion. Effective communication is key, avoiding the burden of oversharing trivial matters that should be kept to oneself. The collaborative efforts and trust within a marriage lead to a richer life. Together, you embark on shared experiences, explore new horizons, and achieve more than what either of you could accomplish alone. Despite my strong desire to get married again, I find it challenging. The contemporary American woman seems to have a different perspective on love, often associating it with wealth, a substantial bank account, and fleeting encounters with strangers from the local bar. An American woman desires a husband to step into the role her father played, lavishing her with all the consumer luxuries she desires. Weekend escapades to the Louis Vuitton store on Rue Saint-Germain in Paris, adorned with shoes and purses from the famed brand. Gold and diamond jewelry, daily shopping sprees to Neiman Marcus on Park Avenue in Manhattan, and a kitchen equipped with sub-zero appliances and marble countertops. A new house mirroring an English manor on a street of similar estates in the local country club, with interior design meticulously chosen by a Ralph Lauren-influenced decorator. Even a gold-plated toilet and a Lexus are part of her expectations.
How much does a man have to make to be with you?
Does he have to make?
Yeah.
Shit. 6 figures plus.
6 figures?
I need
A year?
vacations. Oh, a year, duh. I need vacations. I need nice vehicle. I need nice sleep. I need a lot. I want to feel like I'm well taken care of. I like a nice, like, overall good well-being.
Okay,
and so I feel like my partner can support that.
What if he's living with his mom? Would you still be with him?
No,
No?
no.
What is your living situation right now?
So right now, I'm taking a break. I used to live in New York for 4 years, but I'm like slowing down, traveling, exploring. I'm trying to move here.
Do you believe in 50-50?
I think it takes more than 50-50, honestly. Like, in the beginning, like, I feel like the guy has to show 80. The girl can just be in, hot, not hot and cold, but like, in. The guy has to give more. To me, that reels me in. And I'm like, I want to do more.
Would you go 50-50 on rent and like payments and everything like that?
I prefer not to.
Why not?
Because, like, why should I have to do that?
Why
Like,
shouldn't you have to do
I'm gonna
that?
be making money for us. Like, I feel like I shouldn't. That should be one piece of the puzzle that's taken care of. I shouldn't have to, like, I'm taking care of us in other means. So, like,
What do you bring to the table then? Like, why should he pay?
support, kindness, understanding. I'm patient. I'm flexible in a lot of ways, but also money-wise, like, yeah, we can support each other. I'm very business-minded.
Let me know in the comments if she's valid, y'all.
This man is to support her in her pursuit of self-improvement, funding cosmetic procedures, adhering to a gluten-free lifestyle, ensuring a steady supply of Xanax and Chardonnay, and indulging in nostril yoga and visits to a New Age trance channeler and past life regressionist who confirm her suspected royal lineage as Cleopatra. All these expenses are to be met with a cheerful disposition. Additionally, he is to provide the latest eye crap for her children, decked in designer labels like Tommy Hilfiger and flashy Air Jordan shoes. He must finance their education, extracurricular activities, and ensure their attendance at the most exclusive schools. In this narrative, she envisions herself as the star of a movie, the Disney princess, with her husband serving as the rat, tending to her needs and fulfilling her every desire. The husband is relegated to the role of servant, personal ATM, and wallet. While he dedicates himself fully, working 80 hours a week, contributing 50% to chores, housework, and childcare, she gives nothing in return. Upon returning home, he is expected to massage her feet and rub her back until his hands blister. Eventually, she bears his children, quits her job, and assumes the role of a housewife, spending her days lounging on the couch watching Oprah Winfrey and soap operas, indulging in bonbons, and sipping mimosas. A significant portion, approximately 75% of marriages ultimately end in divorce, with a staggering 80% of those divorces initiated by women. The dissolution often occurs when the initial excitement and infatuation, colloquially known as tingles, fade away. As the husband enters the room and simply exists without engaging, she finds herself resenting his mere presence, becoming irritated by his very breath. The accumulating resentment may escalate to extremes, resembling infamous cases such as Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, or potentially leading to severe violence, including incidents like a bobadectomy. The brewing discontent manifests in verbal assaults, such as expressing hatred for his face, leaving the husband hurt and bewildered. The irritation intensifies, transforming into rage, which may manifest in destructive behaviors such as smashing wine bottles over his head, vandalizing the home, physical assaults, or tragically, even murder. While the woman might not openly acknowledge the reasons for the divorce, attentive observers can discern the unfolding dynamics. A widespread misunderstanding surrounds the concept of love, with many mistakenly associating it solely with the initial stages of a relationship marked by chemical releases during the puppy love phase. These chemicals, including dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, flood the brain during the early months of marriage, creating an intense, giddy feeling. However, around 6 months into marriage, the brain adapts, returning these chemical levels to normal. The woman, unaware of this biological adjustment, finds herself wondering why the initial euphoria has diminished. Believing in the romanticized Prince Charming narrative popularized by television, she contemplates her dissatisfaction, often attributing it to various perceived flaws in her husband. An array of grievances may include his breathing patterns, thoughtful response hesitation, sensitivity, lack of political correctness, household chores, lawn maintenance, and an inability to read her mind. The expectation persists that if he truly loves her, he should instinctively understand her needs and effortlessly contribute to her happiness. The blame game commences, with her declaring, "It's all your fault," and resentment festering within the relationship. He stands there, utterly shocked by her accusations. Until that very moment, he was under the impression that everything between them was okay. The night before, she had professed her love, and he reciprocated, fully prepared to cherish her for the rest of his life. However, her feminist friends applaud her perceived courage in leaving him, celebrating her with toasts, dinners, and nights out on the town, reveling in the bars. She becomes the hero in this narrative, the one who takes a bold step forward. Adding to the distress, the bitter reality is that she walks away with everything. In nearly every courtroom scenario, statistics show that the woman gains the upper hand, securing alimony for life in 95% of cases, half of the man's belongings in 95% of instances, the house in 95% of situations, custody of the children, and essentially a lifelong servant, even if their marriage lasted only a day and her contributions were negligible. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.